Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Got lots to talk about today. And interesting, interesting how some things that have come across my feed today. And one of them, because I was talking yesterday about Our Lady of Guadalupe. And December 12th is the sacred day of the goddess of Guadalupe. She's connected to the symbolic fertility in the earth. Um, and so this is the Lady Guadalupe in December 1531. I said 18. I don't know. Anyways, um, Juan Diego hears music and a woman's voice calling to him at the crest of the hill. He sees a radiantly beautiful woman who reveals that she is Our Lady of the Mother of God. She's instructed to Juan Diego to go to the local bishop and tell him that a temple should be built in her honor. Juan proceeds directly to, and I cannot say the place, and because I can't pronounce it, latio lat late loco, and the palace and the place of Bishop Juan de Zumrago. Um, I'm just trashing this one. A Franciscan friar. And the bishop receives him, but is reluctant. She directs him to again go to him. So you got to think this guy. This is in the 1500s. This guy comes in and says to the bishop, "I saw this apparition." Now, I mean, today, if somebody said that, they'd be like, "Oh, you a fucking on crack, man." Um, this was probably like, "What have you been doing, the tequila, man?" Um, Sees this apparition of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Now, the thing is that the bishop and the people fulfill one's request and build a temple dedicated to the Lady of Guadalupe. And yesterday, the last few days, as I've been looking at some of the transits, she came through. Like that was part of the energy that was coming through for me, and seeing some of the transits that are coming in. This is about miracles. This is about bringing forth that beautiful symbolic energy of fertility and the earth. Um, there is a asteroid, or is it no? It's a dwarf planet called Moana, and Moana is the mother of Pele, and she has been making quite a few aspects at this time. I think she's in Virgo. Anyways, I don't have all my notes. I'm going by memory. I've been going through a lot of things, a lot of notes lately for the December 19th on looking at a lot of the energies that are coming through. And part of this is this sacredness is coming in, and she says she's viewed by many to be the special protector of the Native American people. She's coming in to protect the natives. And I find this is so prevalent right now because of everything that has been revealed and everything that has come through not only the natives, but even what's happening in Australia right now to the Aboriginal people, and how they are taking them out of their homes and putting them in camps. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? So this energy of her and the essence that comes in. And I didn't clue in that today was her day. And the sacred site of, coming part of the sacred site for her. And there's festivals, like they do many, like they have festivals for her. They have they a procession down the street for her, and they set out holy water for her, and it's it's quite a beautiful time and beautiful festival. And I think that's such a lovely energy to um connect with, so with her. So this is to me, this is important that we see this beautiful energy that's coming forth for us in amongst all of the craziness that is unfolding. My hair is getting long. Look at this. I'm changing the subject, but my hair is getting really long. Wow. Anyways, so it's this transition that's going on, and this energy that's happening in for us. because there is so much leading up to other world events that are going to be unfolding for us. And especially, we're going to start feeling it this week. And the energies that are going to be leading up to not only Venus going retrograde, but also going into the winter solstice, and how this winter solstice is going to really be a pivotal point for us and leading us towards, and I'll go into the spring equinox. We're having these transformations that are coming in, and a lot of i'd say from 2019 throughout this year has been this testing of ourselves and our spirit, and having us question our own spirituality, having questioned our integrity, questioning in which direction to go to. And as we are heading into 2022, we're going to see a lot of what we've been tested on within our spirituality, within our financials, our projects, and where we want to go is going to be coming into an unfolding next year. And we're going to see that this energy that's unfolding for us is again transformational, but it is one where of connection and connection with spirit, and having that connection with spirit is going to be a big one. And that's going to be a huge one. So this is where I feel like those are my notes for that I'm feeling. What is it that we are wanting to create? And today's a really nice day for it. Because where the sun is and the moon is, we have this fire energy of creation, and bringing in that energy of creating. And this is looking into, a day when we can come together, do baking and things. And it's another day of prepping, another day that is giving us that energy of saying, okay, if you need to get things done, here we go. Because you're going to feel like possibly by the end of the week are going into the full moon energy, which is on the 18th and 19th. So we're heading into this full moon energy in Gemini. You might be feeling a little bit more off. Plus we have the sun is squaring Neptune right now. So it's kind of dreamy. So your dreams might have been really crazy last night. And my dreams were showing me not everything is what it appears. And it was showing it in very crazy ways, because I woke up so scared last night. And I did. I called in my angels. I called in Archangel Michael, and I called in, and it felt like I had to call in Our Lady of Guadalupe and call her in and asking for her for comfort, and asking her to watch over me as I sleep. And then I fell fast asleep again. And then I still had weird dreams and weird unfoldings that kept on showing that not everything is what it appears, right? And I was fixated on water. A lot of water energy comes in when I'm dreaming. And so when the water was still clear and it was still good. So I was like, okay, so I know with the water being clear and good, it's not as bad, or it won't be as bad, but it is going to be a very flowing and transformational, right? You've been calling in Archangel Michael all week. Yes. Yeah, I can really feel that. And calling in these divine energies for helping to guide us. And I think I put till January 1st, but now I'm thinking it's till January 11th or 12th, from the middle of this week to going right into about the second week of January. We are going through some huge changes that are going to hit us. And some of them are going to hit us, should I say, quite dramatically. And in having us being more aware, and especially at the beginning of the year, where there's going to be so much unveiled for us, so much truth coming in. And this energy that we have today is getting us to see things in a way that is going to get us to go, like with the moon trining Vesta, that is hunting time. Let's go out, let's hunt, let's bring things in. So what are you bringing in? So it might have been that you went shopping yesterday and you picked up an extra items. Like, what other extra items? This is what you are getting ready for your feast, or getting ready for what you are wanting to begin to create. The Sun and Neptune, which is an annual aspect, is coming forth and getting us to really look at our dreams, look at what we are wanting to create. And I love that today's the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe, coming into and activating that feminine divine energy with power and fire, and bring in that spark, bring in that transformation. This is allowing us to expand the new ideas. In amongst there is where we want to, because there's been that square with Eris and Pluto, but we also have a biquintile with Mars. So Mars with a biquintile with Eris is wanting to clear away any of the envy, to clear away any of the jealousy that is there. Now the thing is by the end of the day, there is a little bit of provoking, and Mars does a little bit of provoking. So we have this energy that we're starting in where it's like poking the bear, but the bear can't see where the poking is, so the bear will scream out. I mean, this could happen to you. You could go hide if you don't want it, but this is an opportunity to see how people will respond, to see how people are going to be. And um people know that you can poke me a little bit and I do respond. I'm good at being I'm good at, and sometimes my response isn't always nice. Mars is driving right now. So also watch for driving. So watch for cars and stuff like that. So if you're driving, that's the other weird thing, is that what has been unfolding and things that have been happening is people driving, and the amount of accidents. Accidents are up. Accidents are up in single car accidents. So more accidents are happening right now where people are um passing out at the wheel, and it isn't through drugs and alcohol. So, and it's been increasing since April of this year, of accidents, of motor vehicle accidents happening since of April of this year. So think about what was being promoted at April of this year. And people are finding themselves either fatigued or exhausted, or some of them are having other issues that are going on within their body. So we have those things that are happening too. And so this is where I feel like, so be careful with your driving. This is where also where today, especially with Mars blindsided. So people, you might get blindsided or feel blindsided by something. If you're driving, I would drive cautiously, out there, because I don't think a lot of people aren't paying attention. So there's that's happening right now. So the other thing too, because of clearing the envy and the jealousy, is coming forth, and that's what Eris wants to do with that square to Pluto. She's bringing in a lot now with this energy that's coming in, and you're going to find a lot of people are going to be provoked by the case that is happening in the United States. And I just want to touch on this a little bit because of how it's being played out and how things are unfolding in this case, where people are thinking that others are going to be named, but they're not going to be brought to justice. And that's going to be part of the aggravation that's going to happen. and they're not allowing a lot of information. There's a few sites that are streaming information coming out um, on this case right now. It's the Maxwell case. That with this, it is amazing, amazing. Like just and the way the reason I'm using the word it's amazing how this went on for so long and so undercover, right? But there are so many names in this that are not going to be revealed. They'll be mentioned or they'll be said, but it goes down to um, presidents, prime ministers, other world leaders um, that were mentioned but will not be brought, and this is part of where this clearing is coming in. This is all part of this underbelly of releasing what needs to be shown and what needs to be cleansed cleansed, and because we'll bring back Our Lady of Guadalupe. I mean, it's her energy's coming in, and her energy's coming in very strongly for 2022. She's part of the energy that's coming in strongly because she is the one who works with a lot of other aspects that are coming in for 2022 are very Aboriginal, indigenous people from the land, and creating this newness, creating this new eruption of change that needs to happen, and and taking down or tearing down old systems. And through that, it's like that's part of the grassroots. That's part of coming back down to the grassroots. When we look at and the higher energies that are coming in because they're wanting to make the changes. Now, some of this I will be talking about in my peek into 2022. Now, if you are interested in joining me for my peek into 2022, watch my auction because I'm going to have hourly specials for that. So where you could come and join me on this day. So, and it is going to be on Zoom and it's going to be recorded. This is showing you what is happening in the world, and taking a look at that, and what are some of the changes from the very high changes, right? Okay, Lexi, I'll put your name down. High, like the light coming in and the transformation and the changes that are there for us that we have to trust in. And that's part of all of this energy that's been on coming forth for us, of working with the shadow, doing the changes, coming into the transformation. Is in 2022 we're going to be needing that spiritual strength, that spiritual underbelly, so that we can stand tall and firm in all that we are wanting to create. And even for today, when it's showing us it's a day of preparation, a day of baking cookies, dressing the tree, bringing the greenery in, bringing the lights in. This is a day of preppiness so that we are able to go through a lot of the dark nights. Even though with the winter solstice, the light is starting to come in, but it's also coming in with, we have entered into winter. The coldness is coming. We're ending that Sagittarius energy that's coming forward, and going into the Capricorn of reevaluating our structure, reevaluating how we create our day each and every day, how we create our week, how we create our month, how do we want to step forward with this. And with that sun squaring this Neptune is very much a dreamy aspect to it. Where are our dreams? What are the dreams that we are fighting that we want to create? And what is it that we want to create? And I just realized something, it just sort of hit me, a part of this Oh, that's so interesting. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but the children born with Pluto and Sag, and how we are wanting to create, and what we are going to be seeing in this unfolding. And part of it, and I'll just show you, like, just, in staying in the light and staying in our greatness. But in the States, they were able to pass a bill that they will not allow women to be drafted, but they can't pass a bill to fix their budget and the money. We're going to see similar things happening because of the boycott to China. We're going to see a similar thing happening with the UK and Canada. Not so much Australia. Australia's right now, they're in a fucked up place right now, where Australia is. So they're in a real fucked up place. And they're willing to go in different directions. Just saying, where Australia is. But there are things that are going to come through that is going to change how things are going to be administrated in this next year, in 2022. And the children born with Pluto Sag, which I find interesting, and Scorpio. Some with the Pluto with Scorpio. I think the later ones with Pluto and Scorpio. Those are our fighters. Those are our fighters. And those are the ones that fight, that will be the ones fighting. How the fight is could be a spiritual war. We're seeing the spiritual war happen already. We're already seeing attacks on reverence. We're seeing an attack on her name was Guru Japrik, who passed away. Beautiful singer, and that she passed away earlier this year, or in the middle of this year. She was only 45. But then the attack on her now by different columnists and stuff, calling her out on different things. And we're going to be seeing attacks on other spiritualists that are going to come through, which is going to be interesting. And how some are going to be where the veil comes down on some, where we're going to see, wow, holy shit, they really are not who they are. And some who are, holy shit, they really are who they are, and they're still standing firm in what they're doing. They're not wavering in what they are doing. And the illusions that are going to be seen, and the glitches that are going to be shown, and the glitches are going to be huge. And we're going to see those things. We're going to see those glitches. We're going to see that's going to be unfolded. And I think today, we're going back to today, and the next today and tomorrow are really days of preparation, really days of us preparing on what we want to create over the next several weeks past Christmas, and into the middle of January, and how we are wanting to prepare until the middle of January. I mean, I'll take you up to January 11th to there, and how things are going to unfold, because we got a lot of huge transits that are going to be even happening in the new year. And we're going to be having, that's right around Mercury retrograde. Thank you. Mercury's going to be retrograde in around that time. We also will still have the Venus retrograde till the end of January. And so we're starting off a year with not everything going forward. We're starting off the year with a lot of retrogrades. And so that means there's a lot of things that we are not going to be seeing fully. So this is where it's coming into our intuition and trusting that intuition. And having us trust in this cusp of energy that's coming forth for us, because we're on the cusp of things, and being on the cusp is very difficult and harsh. And because we're not really into the age of Aquarius, we're still in that age of Pisces because of where it is transiting and where the ages change. We're still there, but we're entering into, like, we're feeling what we want to create. We're feeling that, but we're still in that Piscean ending time. So things are ending there, and the new beginnings are there, but they're not fully there yet. And they're not fully seen as yet. So we're coming into this time, and where the nodes are changing, and the nodes are at the top with Sirius, and we have Elegon there that goes up to about 26 degrees into Taurus, and the nodes are going to be going. The north node is going over that. That is bringing in this energy of hierarchy, of us reaching to our higher energies and changes. So today is a day of preparation. Today is a day of change, to begin those preparations very soulfully, physically, and mentally. And that is going to be one of the biggest stepping stones that we step upon as we are going up. And these steps, the steps are we don't see the underground foundation of our steps right now, and that's okay. But this is where we ask for help. This is where we gather into communities. This is where we reach out and create what we need to create, and that diversity within our world. So we do have some big things are heading, and I think something between the middle of this week and the end of the year, if not around Christmas time, is really going to hit us. Something's going to come in, and it is going to bring in some real big transformations for us for the new year. And change is always difficult. Change is not something that we like, but change is inevitable. And with Venus coming in with Pluto, and on top of Pluto, we're going to see, when it comes to financials, the market, things like that, really changing. So if you guys can get into fixed long-term mortgages, fucking do it. Or anything that is, on a fixed rate or changing, that would be a good thing overall. So just saying. Not a financial advisor, but that's just one of the things I see. So I'm going to send you guys out with so much love today. I will be doing the auction, promoting that. Readings, I am booked now. I am not doing readings until January. So any bookings that I do now are heading into January. And so you'll be, you can book, but it won't be till the new year. So I'm booking into the January time right now. Sending you guys off so much love and so many blessings, and may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you. Say a little prayer, look up some information on Our Lady of Guadalupe. She's a beautiful goddess. She's a beautiful energy that wants to bring in the peace and bring in abundance for us all. So blessings to you all. Thank you for being a part of my world each and every day, and for all your support for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys support me so much, and I am so blessed that you are a part of my community. Honestly, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for you. God bless, and the goddess bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.